Hey guys, welcome to Mark's TV. Today we're going to take a look at the new Garmin Striker Vivid 9 SV fish finder that I got that also has built-in GPS. So today we're going to go over some of the features and just check it out because I noticed there aren't too many videos out there to tell you about it. So let's dive in. Alright guys, so we got the Garmin Striker Vivid 9 SV. So as probably you know, before they had just the Garmin Striker Plus series. So I'm pretty sure this is basically the same. The only reason they changed the name, the only thing I'm really sure of is that it has a few more colors as far as the Sonar colors go to help you see that a little bit clearer. But again, the layout is very similar to that of the Striker Plus series. And with this transducer, with the SV, we get the traditional sonar, the down imaging, and the side imaging. As well with the built-in GPS, we have the capability to do the contour maps. So we'll just kind of go through some of the different setups here. So first, you should have your traditional sonar. That'll look, standard to any normal fish finder. You can always turn on the fish settings here. If you want to, you can turn on, different depths, water temp, if you wanted to have that information displayed as well. But if we take a quick look here, we can also change the different colors, which is one of the features that they talk about with this new series here. So if we go to appearance, color scheme, I don't remember how many exactly there are. If I have to go through each one of them, but if you can see them there, they got quite a few now, so you can find whichever one works best for you. But so they have a few different ones as far as traditional sonar goes. And then if we go back to, and this one is not a touchscreen, this one you have to use the buttons. We have different layouts that we can do. So we got that traditional, you got your clear view, which allows you to see structure a lot better, maybe not the fish, but allows you to denote structure a lot better. And then let's see if we can take a quick look at side view. Right now I'm kind of in a flat spot on the lake, so there's not a whole lot to look at, but we might try to go drive by a few things to show you what rock points might look like, what different structure that you can see pretty well with this side imaging, which is a really nice feature. All right, and then so we have that, and then also we'll take a quick look at the contour maps. So this map, or this lake here, I've been mapping, so I'm actually going to turn off, stop recording real quick. And once you get used to it, it's really easy to use. As far as navigating the menus, it's really straightforward. So we can zoom out here, and I have it set up for different shading of the depths, which you can set to whatever depth you want, whatever color you want, however you want. So there's a lot of customizability within it, and if you really want to go that crazy, I just use a lot of the standard settings just to make it easy. But as you can see here, we got red, which is less than 5 feet. This kind of orange is 5 to 10, then yellow is 10 to 15. And on the other end of the lake, it gets down to 20. And then I think below that, it actually goes white for a while and then darker. But this lake isn't that big. And that being said, this is not like the Echo Map series where you get the built-in maps, which is why these are a lot more affordable, because if you just wanted to buy those maps, they're like $200. So this gives you the opportunity to still see contour maps and different things on the lake. So like, for example, on this lake out in the middle, on this end, there's this random point that I didn't know about. That now I know, and there's a lot of fish that were sitting on it here when it's a lot colder. So that was nice to know. And also a lot of the places that I was fishing on this lake are nowhere near the depth that I thought they were. So I was trying to fish them when it was colder, and it's only like 4 feet. So having this is really nice to be able to tell me the different depths of the lake, and also be able to see now the fish, obviously, because before I was just in my kayak, just kind of clueless, just going for it. So that being said, we got the contour maps, have different deals, and then you can also set up on this one different combos that you want. So like combo one I'm using right now is just my contour map, so I can see if I marked. You can add different waypoints. Like here I got structures that I marked, so I'll probably go back by those and see. You got your traditional sonar, and then my side view is typically how I laid up with these three. But you can do whatever combination you want. If you just want to see sonar, you can do that too. So a lot of different options here, a lot of different ways that you can run it. Also has the ability to use the Active Captain app, where you can download the contour maps that other people have made, which is really good, so that you don't have to go and sit out here and go back and forth. Typically I think it's about like 30 feet between each line that you do to get that, but with that side imaging, it helps to really get that map wider. And then also you can go, I think, up to 10 miles an hour is the max. I haven't really been able to go that fast because I have it mounted to the trolling motor in the front, so I'm typically only going like 2 or 3 miles an hour max. So but it seems to work really well. I really like that feature, and I think it can do like 2 million acres, they say. So there is no SD card port on this, but it's okay because I can download it through my phone and through the app. So yeah, so let's go see. I'm gonna go find some spots on the lake where we can find some good structure, and we'll see just how well this side imaging works. All right, so we're taking a look here. I just passed by a tree with my side imaging, and I opened it up full screen, and then you can go back with the arrow, and so I'm kind of holding over that point, and I can go, and if I wanted to put a waypoint at a different point by using the arrows, I can see that, oh, it was 8 feet away all the way up to whatever, and move it forward and back. If I wanted to mark, I don't know, the edge of this brush pile and the other edge of the brush pile. And so the reason the side imaging on this one doesn't look that great is because if you notice, all this black space is the water underneath the boat. So like, think about it straight down from the boat, and then this is on either side of the boat. And so we had that tree came clear up, and it looks like we almost touched it there, because the center is the boat. And so it kind of blocked what we could actually see on the side imaging because it was so close. We had all those sticks there that were really close. Didn't allow us to see very well on the side imaging, but it did do a good job of showing right below us even of what that stick was and being able to adjust that. So let's see if I go back, start pulling up, and then it'll just start a new line and start where we are now, which is just a flat bottom. And you can adjust your gain and whatnot to try to make it clear for you, better to see objects or get rid of noise or whatever you're trying to do. And then also looking at the different colors on the bottom, knowing this one's a little brighter, that one's a little softer, being able to tell if the bottom's a little bit softer or a hard surface bottom can be helpful too as well with this side imaging, which is really nice by stepping up to that rather than just having your clear view, which is just looking straight down, which does still help depict structure like that tree back there in cases like that. However, it won't pick up fish, which is why I like to why I don't typically use the clear view, because it shows 4 on the box, but I haven't got 4 to work, and they kind of get really small even with this 9-inch device. So having 3 screens keeps those 2 sonar images that I'm using a little bit bigger, as well as still allowing me to see my contour map. But you can always click on one individually if you're trying to specifically focus on one or the other. But it is interesting sometimes, and it can be very educational to use something like this, where I have my sonar and then directly below it my clear view, because those are essentially both looking straight down, and you can see fish on here, and you might barely see them as a dot on here, which could help you to notice that you have fish by being able to notice them on here, but you also notice how much you miss from your sonar to your clear view. And so having both of those, and why it's necessary, and why you don't just use one or the other, because yeah, there's a big difference between those two as well as the side view. So yeah, so that's kind of a look. And on this layout that I have here, you can see I have set up for different information that I want. I don't necessarily want all of this. It's just you have to fill each slot, but it's nice to provide, and you can edit any of these that you want to be whatever you want. That's all.